It's Week 16 of the 2040 season, and we'll be watching the Huskies' superstar running back. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Huskies and the Black Knights under the lights on Monday night.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game. Any edge that you could create. But now, well, now's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
Slot receiver headed left. First play is to the air. Dumped off to his running back. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll give them a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They'll send their tight end right. Shotgun now on 3rd down. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Here comes the Black Knights punt team. And he's got a good chance to really stick them deep his first time out. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And bringing them out, someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Brought in right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And they'll have first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. A give to Allen out of the shotgun. And they take him down right along the 30. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. It's Allen again. He cuts it to the right side. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. The Huskies don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some points every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force the punts and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right, because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league, and the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
That one splits the uprights. And the Huskies will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. They've got first down from the 31. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They'll send him over right. Throwing now, off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Now looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Huskies and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They go play action here. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived.
Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Pass play on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw now. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing it again here. Hauled in left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll throw it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. And we're going to get a timeout from the defense here. 3rd and long for him here. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will add to their score.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. Gets him on the in route. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they're going to take over possession. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll throw on 1st. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that 1st down marker. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. He'll throw it. This pass caught by Allen. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. It's a 10-0 ball game. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Allen there to haul it in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives them the 1st. From the red zone now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Wisconsin. And the Black Knights are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
This offense getting all set for this series. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
A good defensive play breaks that one up. So it'll be second down. The give to the fullback. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First and 10 from the 41. Blown back, gets the handoff. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Huskies returning their offense and this running back to the field. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. A tight end in motion now. To the air, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. This offense ready to get going again now. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Offense to the line for second down. Throwing from the gun. He's on the move. He can run it. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. Big gain, has them across the 40. They got 24 yards on the play, and it'll give them a first down.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Short pass brought in, and he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Buying some time right. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Running is Allen. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. And he drives this forward to the 6. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Black Knights back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll maybe get 2 out of that, and that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's a throw. Complete over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Back to pass on 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, this is one of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I could still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, after I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, "Oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart." And really what he's saying is don't ever try that again.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. That one's complete right side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. On now comes their punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Huskies and this running back headed back out for a new series. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. They'll throw to begin this drive. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. They'll try and throw it here. Getting out to his left. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. So that's the half, with Christmas quickly approaching. And while the teams hit the locker room, partner, join me. Let's look skyward, see if we can spot Santa's sleigh. Now it's back across the Atlantic to our studios in sunny Orlando, Florida. Let's hear from Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started in the place dubbed America's finest city, San Diego, California, where you see the final score there. The Condors have punched their ticket to the playoffs as they up their mark to 11-4 with the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Into traffic, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Looking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Huskies lining up for a punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now outruns their offense to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Play action on first down. Jump off caught by his back.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. 3rd and just 2 to go. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. New set of downs for him from the 46. This time he's looking to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Throw left side, complete. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the
Neutral
defense.
zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 3rd down.
Runner pass, which way they want to go to convert on 3rd. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll start pushing them into field goal range. A small gain to the 38. Just 1 yard there. Now a tough call to make on 4th and short inside of field goal range.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Now this offense ready to head back out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Allen trying this straight ahead. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Right back to Allen. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Their punter making his way out now. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Option give here. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Well, I think the defense coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Allen. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And he'll get it up to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Wilson's got it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Up the middle, here goes Allen. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pass play coming here. That's complete to Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 44.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. They send the tight end in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Called in left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Man in motion here. To throw it on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. Sends him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And they're going to have a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. They go play action on first. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Slot man motioned over. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Black Knights now within 1 score in the 4th. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Black Knights get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. Give to Allen out of the shotgun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. The offense getting set to go. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Slot man in motion left. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Avoid some trouble there. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute. both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. This offense making its way back out now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go play action here. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. This is Allen on the give. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. It's Allen again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 43. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run now with Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. On the carry, it's Allen. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll motion him out of the backfield. That's caught for the first. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll give them a first down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Huskies winners as we say au revoir from Paris.